What is going on out there, peeps? All right, I'm seeing a large amount of you moving towards gold and silver, and I can't tell you how happy I am that you guys are doing that. All right, but I told you guys when I jokingly said if I had Pimpy University, there would be a couple of people that I'd want to be my professors. One of them is Lynette Zang, but I'm gonna play something that she did today, and then I'm gonna leave a link to the video so you can go watch the whole thing because it's pretty long, and I don't want to repeat her own video. You could go watch over there, but I want to highlight a couple of things that she brings to our attention. Okay. Again, real quick, you guys, I know some of you know about this now. Money Metals Exchange. If you do orders through them, just call the 800-1865 and tell them that Pimpy sent you on your order. They will give me 1 silver ounce, and they give you half silver ounce with your order. So it's free. It's a free half ounce, man. It's a pretty good deal. So look, I want to just highlight a couple of things that Lynette is saying because it's just really important that you hear what she's got to say. Lynette Zang, for those of you who are new here, ITM trading, Lynette Zang has a way of explaining things to people in such a way that even a second grader can understand it, which is great because she takes complicated situations involving gold and silver and makes it very simplistic for the average person to understand, which is important, especially right now in this time. But I want you to first listen to how her show starts, but just listen to what she said in the beginning, and I'll jump ahead to other ones.
Today I'm going to illustrate a clear picture of what it will look like when money becomes worthless, which is exactly where we're headed. There are hundreds of examples, actually thousands of examples throughout history, and also, by the way, which I'm going to show you today, some very recent ones, which all point to exactly where we are in our currency life cycle. The current stock market is one of the biggest illusions you'll ever see. And if you don't pay close attention to what's really happening behind the scenes, well, frankly, you'll be one of the millions of people who get robbed of their wealth when this transition becomes visible, because it's already happening. So stay tuned for a quick breakdown.
Okay, so I've been telling you guys about this. So I listen to a lot of different people with a lot of different information because it's important to have several resources. But the one person that I trust the most when it comes to gold and silver is Lynette Zang. Now, Lynette does deal in how people purchase gold and silver. Don't get me wrong. But, don't misunderstand. I don't want you to misunderstand the fact that she is a person who deals in gold and silver with why she does what she's doing. She's not pushing you there because she deals in this. She literally has been doing this a long time. Okay, but I want to show you something else because it's really important. And for the record, when you go through here, she gives Zimbabwe dollars an example. She gives you a little education on the Zimbabwe dollars in case you're interested. But I want you to hear a little bit more.
So I've spoken about him before, John Maynard Keynes, who was the father of Keynesian economics, which is the foundation of our monetary system. And I'm going to read a couple of quotes. By a continuing process of inflation, governments can confiscate secretly and unobserved an important part of the wealth of their system. This is who created this system. By this method, they not only confiscate, but they confiscate arbitrarily. And while the process impoverishes many, it actually enriches some. Further, he states, the process engages all the hidden forces of economic law on the side of destruction and does it in a manner which not one man in a million is able to diagnose. He's referring to inflation. A sentiment of trust in the legal money of the state is so deeply implanted in the citizens of all countries that they cannot but believe that someday this money must recover a part, at least, of its former value. They do not apprehend that the real wealth which this money might have stood for has been dissipated once and for all.
Do you hear what they're saying? The way our current fiat system is set up, it's meant to deplete you of your wealth. It gives you the illusion that you're accumulating wealth, but you don't realize that it's actually depleting you from wealth. That's this current system. We're getting ready to move into a new system. But look at what she's saying about this letter. I told you guys many a times, don't listen to them. We seen them on, you know, doing news segments where they're telling people, hey, you don't have to worry about gold and silver. Just go ahead and keep buying into stocks and bonds. But then we find out there's a memo that they send out to their investors telling them, go buy gold and silver. And there's a reason for it. Listen what else she has to say.
We went in and out of a recession faster than any time in history. Are we out of this recession yet? Seriously? Do you think so? Seriously? It's a joke. It's a joke. But I don't want them laughing at you because you have lost all your wealth. I always tell you, you should do what the smartest guys on any given topic are doing for themselves. I gotta read some of this.
Before she does, look at it. I want you to look. This came out on June 18th, 2020. Look at the title. It says, the world's ultra wealthy go for gold amid the stimulus bonanza. I told you guys, look, I seen articles and advisories where the richest people are buying up large amounts of gold. They know what's coming up, and it's coming here quicker than you know. It is at your footsteps right now. You could come out on the other side flat broke with nothing, struggling, or you could watch my gold and silver videos, because I tell you guys, I show you these professionals advising you to buy gold and silver so that when you come out on the other side, instead of being broke, you're actually wealthy. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Because I just think it's so interesting. So the world's ultra wealthy go for gold amid stimulus bonanza. Shocker, shocker. But while queries about gold have increased, very few clients had demanded a wholesale move into gold, something they would have been advised against, the bankers said. Adding older clients tended to be most concerned about inflation risks because we've been there. I was there in 1971. I remember that inflation. I was there on Black Monday in 1987 as a new stockbroker.
Did you hear what she said in the article? Had the people inquired about it, the bankers would have discouraged them from investing into gold and silver. You should be pissed. That's not their job. Their job is to help you. The bankers are not there to help you. I am telling you to start buying gold and silver.
Yeah, older people, I love this. Something they would have been advised against. Sure, they don't want people to take their money out of the system. That's how they make their money. I hear, people will make the comment, well, she's only doing that because she sells gold. What garbage that is. What do you want me to do? Recommend that you go into the stock market or the bond market or the ETF market or any of those garbage markets when I know? I've been doing this my whole life. I absolutely know, without any kind of doubt, that what they have in mind for us is to rob us of every bit of wealth we have and leave our children beggars on the street. That is not okay with me. That is not okay with me.
And it's not okay with me. I'm going to leave a link in the description for this full video. I highly recommend you watch it. All right, you guys, I often show you bits and pieces of Lynette Zang's videos because she's an awesome woman and she's very knowledgeable. She's one of the ones I said if I had Pimpy University and I had a class on gold and silver, she would be my gold and silver professor. She really knows her butt from a hole in the ground, and I recommend you subscribe to her channel because it really is a great way to be very knowledgeable about gold and silver. That's where I get a lot of my learning from, as a matter of fact. So I've been stressing this, and I can't stress this enough, you guys. This is why I've been saying, hey, I'm glad I found, Money Metals Exchange is willing to work with me. Just for referring you guys over, you just tell them that Pimpy sent you, or Pimpy's investment chat. Just for making a purchase, I will get 1 free ounce. It's better than nothing. I sent $110,000 of sales over to AmpMix. I got nothing for it. So yesterday was a phenomenal day. We did about 264, might have been more because that was before the end of the day, $264,000 in sales. All right, I don't know what it is today, but look, give them a call. Tell them Pimpy sent you, 800-800-1865. Tell them Pimpy sent you. this is a good time, man. This really is a good time. And you have a chance to come out on the other side, not just with your money, but richer. It's once in a lifetime opportunity, all right? So if you haven't already, please hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so because it helps out the channel. And I surely do appreciate it. And I'll catch you later.